Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, sat down for an interview and revealed that not only did he sue the IRS for $10 billion, he's already settled. He already won. Yeah, fam. $10 billion of your tax dollars goes into his pockets. Check him out.
Essentially, the lawsuit's been won. I guess I won a lot of money.
How would this work, though? Scott Bessent's the head of the IRS. Pam Bondi's the head of the Justice Department. They're going to defend the IRS against you. You're their boss.
Well, there's never been anything like it, in all fairness.
So are you going to tell them to pay you?
Don't forget, I sued as a private citizen because I sued between terms. I won
but are you going to tell them to pay you?
I won 3 times, but I didn't assume, unfortunately for this country, I didn't assume office the second time. But here's the story. I sued because they broke into Mar-a-Lago. That was before I became president. Now it goes along, and it turned out that the suit is a very strong suit.
You're going to tell them to pay you, though? Because you're the boss.
Well, what I would do, tell them to pay me, but I'll give 100% of the money to charity. I don't want any of the money.
You take it out of the system. A couple more questions here.
No, I'm putting it back into the system.
This motherfucker lying. Y'all know damn well Donald Trump is not going to take $1,000, $100 of his, $1 of his, and give it to nobody, He has promised to give money to people and stuff. He's never dug in his pocket and gave anybody any money. It's always been about Trump and his come up. It's never been about anybody else. If you believe that Donald Trump is going to give anybody $10 billion, not only are you a fool, you're a new fool.
Scott Bessent's the head of the IRS. Pam Bondi's the head of the Justice Department. They're going to defend the IRS against you. You're their boss.
Well, there's never been anything like it, in all fairness.
So are you going to tell them to pay you?
Don't forget, I sued as a private citizen because I sued between terms. I won 3 times.
Tell them to pay you?
I won 3 times, but I didn't assume, unfortunately for this country, I didn't assume office the second time. But here's the story. I sued because they broke into Mar-a-Lago. That was before I became president. Now it goes along, and it turned out that the suit is a very strong suit.
You're going to tell them to pay you, though? Because you're the boss.
Well, what I would do, tell them to pay me, but I'll give 100% of the money to charity. I don't want any of the money.
You take it out of the system. A couple more questions here.
No, I'm putting it back into the system. If I give money to American Cancer Society, I will give 100% of the money away to charity. I don't want any of it.
$30 trillion debt, and we're going to take $10 billion out of the system?
Well, I mean, you give it away anyway. They give away a lot of money.
Your endorsement
I'll tell you what, speaking about that, Minnesota and these other states, we have massive investigations going into fraud.
Yeah.
Do you know if we captured 50% of the fraud of this country right now, we would have better than a balanced budget. And you got to mention that Minnesota, $19 billion in fraud.
Well, just so you know, a president filing a lawsuit against the IRS as a private citizen regarding personal tax matters is theoretically permissible, though it creates a significant conflict of interest concerns. So remember, fam, he's suing the IRS, but essentially he's suing you. All you MAGAs out there, y'all got money to blow like that? You know, he was supposed to be, wasn't he supposed to be giving us some money, like stroking a $2,000 check to everybody as some type of reward for the money that he collected from the terrorists, from our enemies and allies abroad? Wasn't he supposed to be doing something like that? He was supposed to be pumping money into the economy, not taking money out, right? Pumping money into America, not taking money out. He still hasn't told us what he's doing with that money that he gained from the sales of the oil in Venezuela, that money that was diverted to Qatar, to a Qatar offshore bank. He hasn't told us what he's done with that money. What's going on with that money? I need to know. I need to know what's going on with that money, man. I'll go check it out. Just tell me where to go, man. I'll go check it out on the behalf of the American people, man. I'm an American for real. I'm a red-blooded American. I'll go do it for the people. I do it for the people. Yeah. Yeah, this guy right here, Donald Trump, what can I say, fam? He's incorrigible. How about a class action lawsuit on behalf of the people against Donald Trump and his entire cabinet of billionaires? How many billionaires he got in that cabinet? Y'all, you know billionaires already made their money. They're already billionaires. Why would they take a government job? A government job that only pays a couple $100,000. Why would they do that? Ding, 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 to enrich themselves. Exactly. He ran the same place saying that he was going to donate his salary back to the American people, right? He's going to donate his salary. Yeah, you can give up for $500,000 to go out and make $1 billion. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing to give up for $500,000 when you know you finna go out and plunder the country for billions. That's nothing. And then you got them dummies out there saying, man, you know, that's a real president. He's giving up his salary. You dummy. That's what I want to know, fam. When are we going to sue? When are the American people going to sue him? Charity funded by us. How generous of him. This is a grift that never ends. He is stealing from America. And what's being done about it? What happened to all the safeguards that they have in law? What happened to all of the gatekeepers in Congress who's supposed to be holding him accountable? Now, remember why he's doing all this. Look, fam, I don't really hear the Democrats saying hardly nothing about this. Yeah, you know, you got a few of them. It's a few of them that's talking, but there should be a united front. Every single Democrat, but you know what though? This should be a bipartisan effort here. Every single American should be against this dude. Now I get it for the ones that's hustling and they getting their money with them. I got that. I know why they doing what they're doing. But everybody else need to be concerned. Everybody else need to be on the same team and like, man, look, we just got to get rid of this motherfucker because he is messing up everything. For some of y'all who think you're going to be able to keep this country intact the way it is with him making the rules, breaking the rules, doing whatever you want to do, and the other people that benefit from him doing that, you got another thing coming. It ain't gonna go like you think it's gonna go. Even if there's unrest, if there is a civil war or whatever, it ain't gonna go like you think it's gonna go. I know some of y'all think it's gonna be a clean sweep. It ain't gonna go that. It's not gonna happen like that. It's not gonna happen like that. There's gonna be a lot of children, women, grandparents, and even some of the dudes who think they can't be touched. They're gonna get touched. A whole lot. Yeah. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really, really bad. America gotta get rid of dude. They got to get rid of dude. They shouldn't have let him in. Again, let me go back, man. You know what? Now that I think, every time I'm on one, I start thinking about it, I really start going deep and really thinking about this. I think the damn Democrats, at least some of them, they got to be in on it, fam, because they ain't they didn't fight hard enough to keep him down. They got to be in on it. You don't let him just ride off into the sunset like that. You don't let him do all the stuff that he did, do the whole dog and pony show of running him through a trial, dragging him, convicting him, and allowing him to continue to run for president and actually and actually be seated. Because anybody can run for president, but that don't mean you're going to be seated.